What's up, everyone? I'm Julian.
And I'm Janessa. Welcome back to Spark Gaming Essentials.
In this episode, we're covering some great games releasing in November. So whether you enjoy FPS, fighting, rhythm games, or hack and slash, we have got you covered. Janessa, what's our first game?
So first up is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the 6th installment of the Black Ops sub-series, and it picks up where the story left off in 2010's Call of Duty Black Ops. This first-person shooter is set during the Reagan era of the early 1980s, and the campaign mode will focus on Russell Adler, a CIA officer who hunts down Perseus, a Soviet spy. And while the campaign sounds fun, I, like a lot of other people, play Call of Duty for its multiplayer modes. Black Ops Cold War brings back that signature combat with a few quality-of-life improvements such as improved sound design to hear where your enemies are, a new dive-to-prone movement, as well as new maps and game modes. And if your buds are on a different console than you, no worries, this game supports cross-platform, cross-progression, and cross-save. There's also a full calendar of free post-launch content like new maps and modes that you had to pay for in previous games. If you're a Call of Duty Warzone fan, you'll want to pick up this game as well, as there will be an integration between both games when it comes to your weapons, operators, and progression. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War will release on November 13th for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, and Xbox One.
If you're a fan of fighting games, then get over here for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. The base version of the game came out in April of last year and was applauded for its combat and story. Developer NetherRealm Studios showed once again they've got the chops to make a compelling cinematic narrative, as their tale featuring a time-bending villain allowed some of the franchise's iconic characters to really look inside themselves, sometimes literally. Yes, the brutal dismemberment these games are known for returned in all its gory glory, but the latest installment also brought back the much gentler friendship finishing moves that were absent since Mortal Kombat 3. Oh look, Baraka got you a birthday cake, isn't that nice? The new console generation brings with it the release of Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which includes the base game with graphical updates, the excellent Aftermath story expansion, and all the additional fighters. Joining the roster of combatants are returning fan favorites Melina and Rain, as well as John Rambo. Yes, the 80s action hero voiced by Sylvester Stallone himself. Time travel's weird. Mortal Kombat 11 is great for experienced fighters and newcomers alike, with game mechanics that keep your opponent from pummeling you too badly, and tutorials that dive very deep into how fighting games actually work. If you're a fan of the Mortal Kombat or Injustice games, pull off a flawless victory when Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate releases on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4 November 17th.
You know, anytime I hear Simple and Clean, I can't help but feel like a kid again. A kid filled with wonder, longing, and existential questions like, is any of this for real or not? Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory celebrates the powerful music throughout its franchise in the form of a rhythm game. Now, you might be tempted to think of this as a spin-off, but the story is surprisingly canon. We finally get more of Kairi as she narrates and retells the Dark Seeker saga, aka Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. The game will then continue her story beyond the Remind DLC and explore her childhood as well as the Master of Masters, or Mom. The Kingdom Hearts franchise is known for being confusing, so a summary of the story is very welcome in my book. Hop into the gummy ship and play over 140 songs by pressing buttons in time with the music. As you do, you'll level up your character's health, attack, as well as ranged and melee abilities. In double play co-op mode, you and a friend can play as Sora and Riku, notoriously trying to one-up each other to get the highest score, but there are also options to play against the computer or in online multiplayer. There are 47 worlds to explore, fan-favorite Disney characters to play as like Hercules and Aladdin, and 33 dark holes where you'll play boss songs. This is oddly specific, but I would recommend this game to fans of that old PS1 game, Bust-A-Groove. I used to play that after school at my neighbor's house, and I instantly got the same vibe. This game also has the same developer as the Theater Rhythm series for 3DS. Although, if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts or Disney characters, you'll enjoy this game too. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory releases on November 13th for PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
If you were captivated by the world of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, then I have some fantastic news. You can return to the Kingdom of Hyrule in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Set 100 years before Breath of the Wild, this hack-and-slash adventure takes us back to just before Calamity Ganon was let loose and the kingdom was at its height. While the setting is so familiar, you might think this is a tweaked Breath of the Wild, there are some important differences. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was developed by the same people behind the Dynasty Warriors games that are known for throwing hordes of enemies at you. They collaborated closely with Nintendo to fuse elements of the two games, so you can unleash recognizable weapons, elemental powers, and Sheikah runes in massive combos against scores of your favorite bad guys. Setting the story in the past also means Link and Zelda finally get to join forces with the four champions back when they were in their prime, along with a few other friends before two of them grew old and a botched anti-aging experiment turned the other into a 6-year-old girl. Each playable hero has a distinct fighting style, and you can switch between them mid-battle to bash your way to victory. The gameplay means this title is great for fans of Dynasty Warriors, and while it may not feel like a Zelda game because you won't have free roam of the map, getting to see landmarks before they were ruins and filling in the story leading up to the Great Calamity means this game is a must-have for any Breath of the Wild fans too. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is available on the Nintendo Switch November 20th.
Well, that's it for this episode of Spark Gaming Essentials. And Julian, what a great month of games November turned out to be.
Yeah, no question, Janessa. It's hard to know what to play first. So, if you have any questions about the games we just talked about, feel free to ask a guest advisor or check out GameStop.com or your console's marketplace.
And also, the GameStop YouTube channel has a ton of great videos that you can watch, including the Spark playlist. I'm Janessa, and you can find me at Pods of War.
And I'm Julian. I'm online at HUGUET. Thanks for watching.